Hi guys, my name's Emma and let's talk spooky stuff. So this is going to be one of those come along with me to the movies type situations, but this one has a little bit of a twist. So pretty much Lights Out, I had no idea was coming out in Australia at the same time as America. You think I'd be onto this stuff, but apparently I'm out of the loop. Anyway, Dean, my boyfriend that some of you know as being the greatest beard on the internet, he came home yesterday and he was telling me, oh, some girl at work was talking about this horror movie coming out called something about lights. I said, is that Lights Out? He goes, yeah. And he goes, it might be scary, but I'd like to see it. I don't know why he decided he wanted to watch a horror movie all of a sudden. He hates horror movies. So my little thought is I'm going to let you guys know that I pretty much think this movie might be one of the scariest movies or scariest trailers I've ever seen. And I didn't really mention that to him, so I'm going to be in a lot of trouble after this movie. So let's see his reaction after the movie. I just wanted to get in here quickly before he gets home and before we head out to the cinema to let you guys know that I think this movie's going to be shit scary. From what I've seen from the trailer, which is actually based on a short film I've talked about before. The subject matter looks terrifying, and if you guys know me, I have two fears really. One fear, I'm kind of scared of the dark. My second fear is monkeys, but let's not talk about that. So a movie called Lights Out, which is about literally turning a light on, and when your light is off, there's a shadowy figure. Exciting. And this is also the movie that I talked about in my halfway through check-in, which was a couple weeks ago, about what movies I'm looking forward to this year. I was talking about this movie and I said, if you haven't seen the trailer, don't watch the full trailer or only watch the start bit, because I do feel like the extended trailer gave away a lot. So I do kind of know that it really gets in depth with what the shadowy people are, but I don't know anything more. I think it'll be exciting for you guys to see what a non-horror fan thinks of the film, because if I didn't like horror movies, I fucking sure as hell wouldn't be watching this one. But as my boyfriend says, I wouldn't mind seeing that, that's okay, let's go see it. I'm booking the tickets on my phone. I'm not gonna tell him, it's terrifying. I'm not gonna go there. And who knows, it might not be, but we'll see. I'm gonna talk to you guys very shortly when we're on the way to the cinema. Bye guys. Okay, so we're on the way to go see Lights Out, and I was just checking up some facts, and it is by first-time director, where is he? David Sandberg, and he actually directed the short film where this came from. Did you know it was based on a short film? I'll show you the short film afterwards. You just go straight into the feature. Some other cool, let's go into it again.
It's like reading the book before the movie.
Not quite, not quite. Some other cool facts about this movie, or trivia if you want to say, is that the director decided to focus more on practical effects and avoid using as much CGI as possible, which I'm assuming I like. I don't know if you don't really mind special effects at all. This is interesting because from our perspective, being in Australia, it is winter right now. I don't know if you can see, it's raining everywhere. We're in a tunnel, sorry about that. But this film is actually pushed from a winter release to a summer release following positive audience reaction from the test screening. So I don't know if the audience thought it was better in summer or if it was just positive reactions, so they just pushed it forward. We'll tell you if we minus some points because it's winter outside. And the last fact that I want to mention quickly is the star from the short film is actually in this feature film. I don't know where, but hopefully I can spot her. Other than that, expectations for this film, I think it will be pretty good. I'm actually really hyped on this one. I really like the trailer, as I mentioned before. Hope you guys can hear me. It's raining. I don't know what to expect. I hope that it's gonna be scary. Scary? Won't be scary at all. I don't think so. Okay, so we just finished watching the movie.
I never want to go into the darkness.
I mean, the idea itself is pretty scary. The interesting thing about this movie, if you don't know about this movie, let's explain it really quickly. This is the hard thing though, because the chronological order of the film is not how I thought it would come out, or maybe just the build-up is probably the better way to say it. It is about a figure. Am I boring you?
Yeah.
It's about a figure that appears when the lights are out, that has to do with some mental illness running in the family. That's probably the easiest way to say it without giving away anything. But I was very surprised by this because the way it came out wasn't how I thought it would. Are we driving? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. The way it came out wasn't how I thought it would. I thought it would be more the build up to that, and slowly, like any other horror movie, slowly revealing that something's happening. But within the first, the first scene showed it, shows the entity, which I was very surprised by. And this is the thing I thought that the director did really well, because in most movies you need to build up that tension before revealing like an entity, where in this film they just went straight into it. So I applaud you for your first time directing, doing something completely different, and something that you probably haven't seen too much in horror movies. I wouldn't say anyone, unless you guys want to correct me and name another horror movie that does this and reveals like the entity in the first 2 minutes of the movie, and then keeps the entity there the whole time. And it's still scary. It's not like sometimes you see the monster and then it's not scary anymore. It really kept that momentum going, and maybe it is because it had the whole light dark thing working for it. Another thing I really liked about the film was the lighting techniques, and obviously this could be a play on the fact that it's called Lights Out, which they heavily lighted certain things, and they even did a transition using the lighting. And I thought that was really clever, and I'm always down for good cinematography and good lighting, and in this movie it just shined through. Really happy with that. It was also a very quiet movie.
Yeah, a lot of silence.
Yeah, which I thought was good. Sometimes you need that music, but I think it felt more real because there wasn't always music around. But what did you think, Dan? As a person who doesn't normally like horror movies, seeing a movie that I dubbed would be pretty scary.
I was pretty scared. I was looking through my jumper and your scarf.
Yeah, it was actually pretty scary. I definitely would admit that. The thing for me though is the actors in it are quite well known, so I knew it was a movie, but being scared of the dark myself, it was more the idea, and it's more the idea that I have to go home, and if I have to get up to go to the toilet in the middle of the night, I'm going to be running there and running back. Scare score, I'm going to give it a high scare score, because I haven't had a movie like that scare me in a long time. I'm definitely going to give it
15
out of 10. I'm going to give it an 8. I think that's a fair score. That's probably the highest score I've given a horror movie. It's definitely scary. You know the scene where in Martyrs with the girl, she has like the belt on her head and she's like crawling across the bathroom floor? That is one of the scariest scenes I've ever seen in any movie, and this movie's I don't want to give away too much, but if you've seen the trailer you probably know the movie's entity looks quite like that, and it's fucking scary. So that's why I give it that. For originality, I thought this is the funny thing. It is a simple story, but it's told in a super original way where everything's kind of meshed around. It's not like it goes out of order with like timelines, but it's just, there's no build up. It's kind of back and forth a bit. It's not traditional storytelling. So I would give it maybe a 6 for originality. For my personal score, I'm gonna give it a 8. I think I'm gonna go ahead and give it an 8. I think it's a really good movie. Really recommend it to all you guys, especially you guys who like to be scared. There is a couple of jump scares, I'm not gonna lie, but all in all, it's pretty different, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know down in the comments below if you've seen it since it's just come out, or if you plan to see it, and good luck with that. Dean, do you want to wish anyone good luck for watching this movie?
Don't see it.
Okay, see you guys later. Stay spooky. Bye.
Bye.